Reno, Nevada, glittering lights, spectacular entertainment, and the chance to strike it rich pose a poignant contrast to the daily struggle for survival of this city's homeless. Outcast by society, the homeless wander streets and sleep in alleys of cities across the country. Even intelligent, skilled, or educated individuals may be forced to live without an address, telephone, or transportation due to circumstances beyond their control. Only 15 minutes from this city's side streets, however, there is a place where a few fortunate veterans have the opportunity to find hope for the future. Located on a hillside in Pleasant Valley, Nevada, there is a home for the homeless. This 3-bedroom house is available to veterans as a result of a program sponsored jointly by the Reno Vet Center and a California-based nonprofit organization named Access for Disabled Americans. This house in Pleasant Valley is making a significant difference in the lives of the veterans who reside here. It gives formerly homeless veterans a chance to take control of their lives, achieve goals, to unleash their potential, and contribute productively to society.
I'm ex-Army. I was in the Army between the years of 68 and 74. I've got 22 months in Vietnam. I got out of the Army in 74 and I became a cabinet builder. I've been a cabinet builder since 74, which is, about 24 years. My life has been pretty good, up and down a lot of it, but my latest episode was I got married and lived out in Yerington and had a cabinet shop out there, and then I went through a real bad divorce and lost my cabinet shop and everything I owned, and came to Reno looking for work, got a job and worked for about 4 months and then got laid off. And after getting laid off, there was nothing happening in the way of work, so after a few weeks, I found myself homeless and living under the Stoker Street Bridge and in about 2 foot of snow, carrying a sleeping bag around with me. I went to the vet center in Reno and found out about this house down there. I ended up getting another job and then coming out to the house, and I've been here now for about 8 months. At the time that I came out to the house, I had no driver's license. I hadn't driven in 7 years. I had a DUI back in '91, and ever since then I just never tried. I never paid the fines on it, never did anything, so I never tried to get a license again. After I came here, the guys down at the vet center helped me get back into it and get my license back. I've been working ever since. I've got a truck now, and everything is working out really great. This house really affords people the opportunity who have fallen down, who really need to get back on their feet, and Mike and the vet center down there gives us every opportunity to contact social services locally to help us get back together, and it's just meant an awful lot to me. My whole life is in a whole lot better situation than it has been before, and I don't know what I would have done had it not been for this house.
My Army career started in 1969. I joined up. I was between schools, had draft notice, decided what the heck, let's sign up and go. Went down to Fort Campbell, went to Fort Jackson, went to Fort Benning, wound up with the 101st Airborne Division over in Vietnam. It was the 3rd to 506. I was there from 69 to 72. When I came out in 72, I used a GI Bill to get my degree in industrial engineering at the University of Akron. And from there I held down various different jobs until I finally got my first big break with Lockheed Missile and Space Company out in Sunnyvale, California. I worked with them for about 14 years, and then when they had the big defense cutbacks, got laid off. And that was starting of the downhill slide. Held a lot of little temp jobs, held a lot of private contract jobs, but nothing that would really fill up the bank. Finally got to the point where the layoffs were longer than the work periods, and one thing led to another. And next thing I knew, I was living in a shelter in San Jose. At that time, I thought I hit the bottom, but luckily for me, I knew the vet center, who put me in touch with the Reno Vet Center, and they assisted me in getting a job up here in Reno for a major company. Unfortunately, when you don't have money, you can't really get a nice place. The Vet Center assisted me in that also by, as you can see, providing a very nice house. I was down to the point one time sleeping on a bus and then going to work because I had no money, and by the time you get paid, it's always a couple weeks stretch. But the Reno Vet Center really has helped me. It has put me up in a nice house, put me with some very nice and helpful people who assisted me getting my car, and has provided me with a much better lifestyle and helped rebuild my self-esteem.
Reaching out to homeless veterans and to services such as this home in Pleasant Valley fulfill key aspects of both the Vet Center's mission statement and that of access for disabled Americans. A successful melding of missions makes this collaboration a winning situation for all concerned. The Reno Vet Center and its 204 sister centers across the nation offer their gratitude to Access for Disabled Americans. Its contribution to Reno's Home for the Homeless program makes it a welcome and productive partner in assisting American veterans.